Right, recording.
Cool. So yeah, so just thank everyone for coming on tonight. I'm gonna let Dave's got so much to talk to you about tonight. So I'm gonna let Dave just do his shebang and then we'll open it up for, I've got something I want to say, then we're gonna open it up for questions at end too. So I know that we're conscious that Simon's got his trading and Jan at 9. So so we'll put the crack on. So Dave, I will let you crack on while I get my tea rammed down my neck.
Excellent. Enjoy your tea. Thanks for everybody for coming on. I'm going to share my screen. There's a few things I want to talk about. I'm going to start with what's been happening in the market over the last couple of days, just so everybody can understand what's going on. Right, so here we go. So yesterday there was a big retracement in the market, people thinking, oh, what's going on here? But we are in the middle of the bull run, and I hope everybody is plugging into some of the sessions on DCX. Kurt, Nick, and Mike, I think also Picasso, if you're following Bitcoin and want to understand the market of Bitcoin. It is important. It's going to be more important over the next few months because the market will change a bit. Since back end of last year, we started the bull run. We've had a retracement. Basically, when the first part of the bull run, things keep going. It's going to get a bit more tricky. It's got the gains are going to get more spectacular, but it's going to get a bit more tricky. There will be the odd retracement. There'll be the end of the second wave and start of the third. There will be some profits to take at the end of the second wave, or when we think the end of the second wave is, and then go back in again and then come out again. So it's going to be doubly super important to listen to the amazing guys that are on DCX. I mean, everybody's here on subscription. Most are on DCX. You know, Kate and me can help best we can, but it's important to plug in and listen to what they're saying. I mean, we'll miss stuff that's important, and everybody gets an understanding. So what happened here? This up from TradingView. It's a crypto total market cap chart. So value of crypto as a total went above $2 trillion, and it got a bit overheated. It went to about 2.4. And what happened yesterday? Markets RSI way overbought. Market had gone ahead of itself. Market said, go pull back from that. Two nice big red candles, a big wick. The big wick went down to about 1.8. It sorted itself out, and it's established a floor of 2 trillion, and it's now moving back up again. So we established that the market was getting a bit ahead of itself. It's retraced. It's now established a floor of 2 trillion, and it's going back up again. So things should work themselves out now. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is about one particular coin and its behavior, because it also tells us the behavior of the market. So share screen, right. So this is a new coin that we talked about a couple of coin calls ago. See what's the best chart. Maybe the 3-day chart, maybe the 1-day chart, or the 4-hour, 6-hour chart. Chart. What was happening with ADAX? Once it got to a high a couple of weeks ago, 230, it pulled back a bit, and it was ranging from $2 to 135, especially around here. What was happening with this? there were people called whales who are wealthy individuals, institutions, banks, pension funds, whatever, and they saw opportunities because ADAX is a micro cap I mean, we've not got the biggest ADAX bag of anybody. What a reasonable size. If we decide to sell all our ADAX tonight, we could probably move the price by 10 cents. But some big bags can move it quite quick. So what they're saying is, well, we're not really investors. We're here to trade and make quick profit. So what they're doing is selling here at like 170. We're talking about probably 1 million ADAXs, huge amounts of money. Sell it, it goes down to 135. And this happened time and time again over the course of about a week. They sell, market goes down to 135. They buy back in, goes back to 170, sell again. And this was happening time after time. So there is scope to trade this particular coin. If you're doing it, I would do it with a small bag. The investing side of things, you don't get burnt. If you buy it, you keep, and you ride the peaks and troughs. But this is why there was price action on ADAX. So I was thinking, oh, it's come on you, it's had a load of hype, and now everybody's running out of it. It wasn't. It was whales playing the market. So, I mean, some people on this call understand how the market works, some people don't. But this is for people that don't know how the market works. Big institutions manipulate the market for their own gain. They don't give a monkeys about anybody else. They don't care about you and me. They only care about their profit. And if it's a big institution and somebody paid there to make the company a lot of money, they don't give monkeys about anybody else. So this is what they're doing. They're playing the market. The other thing that's happened about ADAX over the last few days is it was about 150, 160, and it's gone down to, it's got a floor of $1. It wicked yesterday, but it didn't like below $1. It soon wicked back up to $1, and it's been flouncing around here. It's making gradual strides again now. The reason for this is there's something I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, but there were people in ADAX that were in it before it went on the exchange, and they came in June this year. They were the first people to come in, and they were allowed coins. I think they had to buy 100,000 coins as a minimum, and the entry price was 10 cents. So they got it cheap, but they provided liquidity to the market. They had to invest for 3 months minimum as part of the deal to get it cheap. And the vesting period ended over the course of a week, starting the 5th. So we're getting slowly through that. So suddenly the initial people have got the option to keep, or, oh, whoopee-doo, we made a profit of 15 times, we'll cash out. And that's caused a retracement in price. I mean, it's now starting to come up again. So again, it's about understanding the market and what's happening. Don't worry about short-term price fluctuations. It's just something that's happening along the journey. I mean, there's some stuff come out from the marketing guy of ADAX a few days ago saying about the next updates, and there's a partnership coming on stream that was announced today. It's involved with a corporate compliance company, which in itself is quite boring, but it's actually quite good for ADAX. It adds a lot of credence to it. So that's what I wanted to say about that particular coin. Now, I'll go back, not sharing the screen, I just have to hop around. Right, so I want to quickly talk about launch pads, and that's going to take me on to something else. Share screen. Launch pads. Right, so ADAX, people with some ADAX, and they keep it long term. It's a decentralized exchange, and new ventures will launch on ADAX. When ADAX goes live in October, November, new business will launch on it, and investors in the exchange in ADAX will have first opportunity. Well, I'm not quite sure the process of notification yet, but we will get notified. We will get first dibs on investment. So prior to it going to the market, so it went to the market. It came on at 30 cents. It retraced a bit, and I bought start with at 20, and then I've dollar cost averaged as it's gone up. But we'll get the opportunity to buy projects like these that are startup projects at a low value, a startup value. Now, some of the stuff that I've accumulated over the years will come in handy. There might be 50 projects we get offered. We all might look at them, decide 45 we don't like the look of, and 5 we like the look of. 3 of them might turn out to be complete bum steers, and 2 we might make a load of money on. But if we average it out, if we take 5, win 2, lose 3, we'll probably make massive gains on the 2. So it's something this is called Launchpad. Now, anybody that's been looking at my videos recently, you may have heard him talk about OckenFi and also Radium. Now, they were startup projects once upon a time, only a few months ago, perhaps 4, 5, 6 months ago. So it does happen. So can you see the Launchpad screen text now? Yeah, okay. So what I'm talking about here is an initial DEX offering. So it's something coming to the market on a decentralized exchange. Anybody can have a look at that site, CoinMarketCap, initial DEX offering. So it's been invited to invest. It's like a private investor type thing, but you do get first call on a project at a discounted price to actually get the project up and running before it goes to the exchange. It may be even to allow the project to fund to list on an exchange, because you normally do have to pay the exchanges a reasonable amount of money to get on there in the first place. So I won't bore you with the details on that, but that's something we're going to be, ADAX people can look at, and you can research this particular site there, and the recording will be on the hub later on. So that's what I'm talking about, initial DEX offerings. Now I want to go to another screen, so I'll go back to stop screen share for a minute. Here we go. We'll go back to Firefox again. Right. The other thing I want to talk about briefly, and we'd already planned this, and it's I think it was Dan mentioned it in passing in the hub this afternoon. The idea of making passive income. So as we get to, who knows how far we are before the full bull market is finished, probably 3, 4 to 6, 7 months. And we'll get an idea from ourselves, from our analysis of charts, and also from the educators. Mike, Nick, and Kurt will be telling us when to exit the market, so we can leave funds in the crypto space and put them into stable coins. Now, you can put some in stable coins, take no action, and just sit there doing absolutely nothing. They don't lose the value if others go down, but they don't actually do anything. There are other ways of making money in this space. So you can go into things like sushi and stake and earn something like 18% rewards. Aave, which is a lending protocol, you can get 4, 5, 8% on that. And Matic, and then these are direct website. There was a question, how do you do it? You can invest on these via Coinbase, Kraken, etc. But you can also do it directly from the website. Now, Sushi and Aave, you can link from MetaMask. You just go to stake. I've got mine staked, but if it was unstaked, staked Sushi, I would go to the Firefox, log into the Firefox MetaMask browser, and you can just stake it from there. So there's ways of making money in the bear market. We'll talk about this more in future coin calls, but as time goes on over the next few months, please watch Mike videos and watch his library as well, because they are, I mean, this sort of stuff is his bread and butter. He can talk about it for hours, and he knows the places to make money. There's also the NFT space, and that will be a way of making money over the course of the next few months, going forward into next year. I'll stop my screen share now. I know Kate's having a tea at the minute, so I'll let her have tea. So at the minute, as I've covered a lot there in like 20 minutes. So there's a few things we want to cover in a bit. But from what we've talked about, has anybody got any questions? There's a lot to take in. You feel free to watch the recording of it a few times. Trace, you must have a question. No?
Hello, Dave.
Dave, I've got one. Oh,
Hello.
It's Dan here, mate.
Hi, mate.
So with this ADAX, I was struggling to find where I find the staked coins. You was just on the ADAX platform there. So
Yeah.
I mean, can you point me in the right direction? To
Yeah,
where
I can. Just to say.
Got to be a pain. This
No,
no.
you're fine. This is what this is for. So, right. Right. So I'll go back. So that's the main dashboard page. You want to go to investors. Do you want investors? Yeah, you want investors. Behaving. Come on. It's not behaving. Let me move that. There you go. Staking projects. ADAX. You go into there. I can't go into the next screen because it shows like what stuff we've got, but you go into there, participate in that screen, and then there's a bar. You just click on it, type the number of ADAXs you've got, and click stake, and it'll do it from there.
Yeah, I've done that. Thanks for that. I've done that. But where do we find where the ADAX has gone, or how do we unstake it? Can we do it from the same screen then, can we?
You can unstake it from the same screen, and further down in that screen, it'll show you the amount of ADAXs you've got. And every week you get a reward, and it's paid out in ADA, and it'll show there also how many cumulative ADA that you've had. So if you've been in it a couple of weeks, it'll show some. If you've been in it 2 months, obviously it'll show some more. And the actual ADA will show on your main screen.
Wonderful. So when you staked yours, did you just stake the amount of ADAX? Because there's a green button, wasn't there, that was just stake?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
on,
yeah.
on the right hand side, there was get ADAX Pro payouts in ADA. I didn't know which one to stake.
Yeah, right. This one is the high rate of interest, which is about 16%, but it's been permanently full.
Right.
This one is the one to go in, and they have extended this one a few times. It's 92% full now. They'll extend that again. They won't extend the first one, but they'll extend the second one. And it's about
Lovely.
12% a year.
Perfect. Yeah, that's quite different to Kraken. So
Yeah, it is a different interface, more of a trading interface. It's not like Kraken, not like Coinbase, which is, reasonable for people just coming into this space to use. It's easy to get the hang of, but it's a bit a bit new and a bit daunting first time you go into this.
Lovely. And so with this, so this isn't actually ADAX's exchange, then, is it? This is
no. ADAX's exchange
X-Market.
isn't live yet. This is X Markets, which takes. I'll show you just trading. So it's got down here. It's got a few well-known and well-loved coins, but it's got a few on here which most people, including me, have not heard much about. They are native tokens to Cardano. So
Right.
there's only one exchange at the minute trading native Cardano tokens, and Cardano goes live on the 12th on Sunday. And there will be more. There's going to be about 12 decentralized exchanges running on Cardano. There's probably three major ones, of which ADAX certainly should be one. The others have all got a place, but there will be about a dozen of them. But to be actually tradable to the public, they have to go somewhere, and X Markets is the only place that currently accepts Cardano native tokens. It can't go on MetaMask because it's not an Ethereum token.
Perfect. Can we trade XRP USD on there then? Can we as an exchange? Because I struggle like mad. I don't know if anyone else has for MT4. Nick's always chatting about trading XRP on MetaTrader 4, but I don't know if anyone else has struggled because it don't seem to move, does it?
No, yeah. You can buy and sell XRP on Kraken, but the MT4 stuff, it's very difficult. It was on EverFX, but EverFX pulled out of the UK.
Right. Cheers, Dave. That's really helpful, mate. Thanks for that.
Okay. Cheers. Thanks, Dan.
I've stopped scoffing now.
Okay.
Was it tasty?
It was right nice, thanks, mate.
I had a question. Sorry, Katie. Just going back to ADAX. I bought some. I don't know if I did it properly because I did it on that screen that you've got, but I didn't have the buy ADAX quickly or sell ADAX quickly buttons. I think I did it more as a trade, I think, like I did in Binance. So
as a buy order, things like that.
Yeah, so I don't actually know if I've got it. I presume I've got it.
Right, hang on. Let me share screen. I'm always forgetting to share screen. Wait a minute. And
I don't think I can stake it because it was at a minimum 100 to stake. I don't.
Yeah. So
that many
if you've staked,
no, because it didn't.
It won't be. It won't. It'll be. If you've staked all your ADAX, that will show as nil. It'll go off that screen. It won't be there.
Yeah, no,
it goes to the staking one.
Stake it because I don't think I had enough to stake it.
Okay, so it's if you've not staked it, Sherry, it should be on the dashboard screen. It should be on there.
What, like that? I haven't seen that screen. I need to go back in. Then
Yeah, that's the login screen, really.
Because the only screen I've used is the one you had before that. You know, where you had ADAX USDT.
Yeah.
I haven't come off that. I'll go back in and have a play.
Well, the way of the way of doing that. Right. So you're on the trading screen on that screen.
Yeah.
To go back to the dashboard, you just click on your name, your login thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And it's in green there. Just click on that, and it takes it back to dashboard.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Right, I'll have a look at that then. Thank you.
Cheers, Sherry.
I don't know if anyone else has got any questions or anything, guys. When people are done with questions, I think I just want to mention something, but I am aware that it's recording, so we're probably gonna have to stop recording.
Okay,
for me
right.
to discuss what I want to talk about, because
Okay, right. Well,
I don't think we're allowed, are we?
no, right. So we'll
Has anyone got any more questions?
Any more questions before I start recording?
Hi, Dave. It's Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. You're right.
Yeah, fine. I did try to buy some ADAX, and I had to do it. I had to do it in Tether first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I tried to convert it, and it wouldn't convert. And then I think I messaged you about it because it said that I didn't have enough.
Perhaps I don't know whether there's a limit of a minimum of 100.
Yeah, I bought
could be.
£50 worth. So at the moment, I've got £50 worth of Tether in my
right.
Blockfolio. So is it okay? Is that okay to leave it like that?
What are you planning to perhaps put another £50 in due course when you can, or?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So in the meantime,
actually.
yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we don't recommend keeping lots of money in Tether. I mean, £50, I think you'd be okay with, but you know, I wouldn't store. Tether is mainly a vehicle to transact like we're doing here.
Right.
I wouldn't leave, you know, thousands of pounds in Tether for 6 months. If you had money, a reasonable amount of money in a stable coin, the likes of DAI or US dollar stable coin, are probably the best places. US dollar stable coin is Coinbase's coin. Now, Coinbase, they don't do anything unless they run it by the US regulator first. So, you know, there's no compliance issues or anything like that with them. Tether is trying to become. If you looked over last year, Tether's actions are that of a good boy, but going back in time, there's a lot of skeletons in the closet that regulators are having a gnash at. So it's not. It's a bit like Binance in a way. It's not the greatest place to leave money.
Okay. So it's probably best for me to increase my ADAX, and then I can.
Yeah, when you can.
Convert it.
Yeah, when you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Right. Any more questions, anybody? No. Right. I'll start recording. Hang on. So.